students. I am teacher Johanna together with teacher Nicole. We have here a short story that tells about the cautionary tale about the dangers of following a tradition without considering its implications. So this story is about The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. It is a short story published in the June 26th of 1948 edition of The New Yorker, written immediately after World War II. Morning of June 27, in a small village, 300 residents gather in the town square to participate in the lottery, which begins at 10 a.m. The children, recently dismissed from school for the summer, gather first. Several young boys begin to select smooth, round stones and pile them in the center of the square. The men join the children, chatting casually and making quiet jokes, and the women follow, exchanging gossip. Soon, Mr. Somers, who runs the coal business and officiates at town social events, arrives with a black wooden box under his arm, and Mr. Graves, the postmaster, follows with a three-legged stool. People hesitate when Mr. Somers requests help, but Mr. Martin and his oldest son Baxter help steady the stool while Mr. Somers steers the slips of paper in the box. The black box has remained in use for over 77 years. Since before Old Man Warner was born, the box has grown shabby with time, and Mr. Somers suggests making a new one. Not wishing to upset tradition, the villagers suggest making a new one, although other aspects of the old ritual have been forgotten or discarded. For example, Mr. Somers substitutes slips of paper for the chips of wood used in the older tradition. The growing population made it necessary to use material that would fit in the box more easily. Before the lottery can begin, Mr. Somers records a list of heads of families, heads of households in each family, and members of each household. The postmaster swears in Mr. Somers as the lottery official. Mr. Somers trots with Mr. Graves and the Martins for a while, and then turns to the crowd. At the point, Tessie Hutchinson runs along the path leading to the square. She explains to her amused friend Mrs. Delacroix that she forgot the day it was, only remembering when she looked out for a window to see her family again. The crowd lets Tessie through to stand next to her husband, and the villagers remark with good humor that she made it after all. Mr. Somers jokes about her late arrival, and Mrs. Hutchinson says lightly that she had to finish washing the dishes. The crowd laughs. Mr. Somers asks if any residents are missing. Clyde Dunbar is not there. He has broken his leg. His wife has to draw for him since their son is not old enough. The crowd disapproves of a woman drawing. While recognizing there is no other option, Mr. Somers also affirms to the crowd's approval that the Watsons' oldest son is drawing this year. Mr. Somers explains the rules that the residents have heard many times. The official will read the names of each family. The head of each household will come up and draw paper from the box, keeping the paper folded until everyone eligible to draw has taken a slip. The men approach the box in alphabetical order by last name and solemnly greet Mr. Somers as they take their paper. As the names are called, the residents talk among themselves. Mrs. Delacroix notes that the time since the last lottery has gone very quickly. She is visibly nervous as her husband goes forward. The men holding slips are also anxious. Tessie Hutchinson says, "Get up there, Bill," when her family name is called, making people near her laugh. Old Man Warner talks with Mr. and Mrs. Adams about the North Village, where folks are talking about giving up the lottery. Old Man Warner is derisive, saying nothing is good enough for the young folks. They might as well live in caves and quit working. He repeats a familiar saying, "Lottery in June, corn be heavy soon." Connecting the lottery to the harvest, Mrs. Adams points out that some towns have already stopped lotteries. After the heads of each household have drawn their slips, they pause until Mr. Somers approves and they open their slips all at once. The women all begin to ask, "Who's got it?" They gradually learn that Bill Hutchinson has been selected. While Bill Hutchinson says nothing, Tessie Hutchinson shouts to Mr. Somers that he did not give her husband enough time to take the paper he wanted. Other women in the crowd quiet her, saying they all took the same chance. Bill Hutchinson tells her to shut up.
Mr. Somers prepared for a second lottery drawing. He mentions that the first drawing took longer than expected, so they need to hurry. He asks Mr. Hutchinson if there are any other households in the Hutchinson family. Mrs. Hutchinson says that her daughter Eva and her husband Don should take their chance. Mr. Somers reminds her that daughters draw with their husband's family. Bill Hutchinson agrees this is fair. He then says that there are no other households. The family includes only his wife and their three youngest kids, Bill Jr., Nancy, and Davy. Given this, the second drawing, in which all the heads of the households in the Hutchinson family would have drawn a slip, will be skipped. The ritual will move to the final drawing. With Tessie Hutchinson protesting quietly, Mr. Graves takes Bill Hutchinson's slips back and adds it to the box, which now contains 5 slips of paper. In the final lottery drawing, Davy is first. Mr. Somers and Mr. Graves help the little boy take a single piece of paper from the box. Nancy draws next, then Bill Jr. after hesitating. Tessie Hutchinson takes a slip. Bill Hutchinson is left with the last slip. When the Hutchinson children open their papers, the crowd is relieved to find that Davis is blank. Nancy and Bill Jr. discover the slips are blank and laugh happily. Mr. Summer asks Tessie Hutchinson to open hers, but she doesn't do so. Summers then turns to Bill Hutchinson, who reveals that his slip is also blank. On Mr. Summers' instruction, Bill forces the slip out of Tessie's hands and reveals the black dot made with a heavy pencil. Mr. Summers tells the crowd to finish quickly. The children grab stones first. Someone gives pebbles to Davy Hutchinson. The villagers, including Mrs. Delacroix and Mrs. Dunbar, take stones from the pile the young boys made earlier in the day. Tessie holds her hand out desperately as the crowds move in on her. The first stones hit her, and Old Man Warner urged the others on. Tessie screams, "It isn't fair! It isn't right!" And they